I'm Vishvak. I'm from Chennai. I am an BCom undergrad. I graduated in the year of 2018. Um, Started as my career actually started as a BCom fresher. I was very much interested towards the commerce side of the entire career. I got placed in an organization called NatWest Bank back in 2018, and that's when I started my entire career towards BCom. Later, my career changed, and now I'm a data scientist in a company called Terlogic. I started looking for new opportunities. That's when it's like a lot of sections of the IT side, information technology, has come up, and having a little bit knowledge on the statistical part, I was kind of interested in the part of data science and analysis. So that's when I got to know about the field of data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. You want to go to A labs, that's the best thing you can do. And that's the reason is because the entire dynamic of the course and the faculties is designed in a way for freshers to begin with. That's one reason. And second thing, when I moved into A labs, when I had the first call with the A labs, I kind of realized that the way the entire program is structured is for any fresher to begin with, and to also make one's life better, a better landing to a not to a technical side, for a person who is not from a technical background. That's one of the reason why I choose the A labs. That's because of the first call which I had before I joined A labs. I choose the course Data Science 360, and there are several other courses like you told. Yes, and why did I choose that one? Like I told, I wanted to explore new things, and since I have a little bit of theoretical knowledge on statistics, and I found like the DS 360 course is a little bit more a supporting factor to my career than choosing any other course. The very understanding point about my profile is that I am from a very non-technical, non-IT background, and I am going into a path where it is completely, IT. So, and my profile doesn't look like a person who has a degree, or who has a justifiable education on the IT side of the sector. So, with that being said, A labs came into the picture wherein I needed many assistants in the IT side. That's the place wherein A labs helped me out to know the ins and outs of the program which I was enrolled into, which is DS360. That's the first thing. And second thing, once I completed the course, the amount of experience that I had from the projects that I did, and the training that I got, helped me so much that next time when I'm applying to any company or any organization, the questions that they ask me and the questions that they throw at me are very much well prepared for me with the entire the training that I've gone through. So that's one place where A labs has shaped my the entering point into my career, or preparing me for my career. Yeah, my experience with A labs in the classes, right? That's a question, like that I'm very much excited to answer. To be very frank, right? My courses started in the month of January 2021. It was January 31st to be precise, because that was my birthday. Why it was so specific is that it was kind of a special moment for me, because I never knew until that point what an online classroom was, and I never have ever attended an online classroom or online meeting until that point in time. Yeah, even though my workplace had these things, but I never attended a classroom as such. So my entire experience with A labs was online, but the way it felt, the way the classes went online wasn't, just like a YouTube video that I watch and I can, pause it and go away, do some things. But it was very interactive for me to, forget interactive. That's a common term that everyone uses, but it was more like a place when I am free to express my doubts and express my opinions, to understand what I want. A-Labs had, the faculties who were assigned to me, the trainers who were there for me, appreciated me asking questions in the first place, and they were very, patient enough to answer all my questions and, deal it in a very perfect, very better way. That's one way to put it. And yes, the entire experience of A-Labs through the online classes was wonderful. There was no hassle anywhere. I got placed in an organization through A-Labs called Terralogic. That's where I work currently. And my job role is a data scientist now. My package is 100% increment to what I was earning. A-Labs is a place wherein you can learn the core stuff. But again, you need to have the learning tendency to continue the course and to be on the track. If not, there's not going to be any progress in one's career. So yeah, A-Labs, whatever I studied over there, my right now in this point in time, me being in the new organization for a month, I can feel the importance of the course that I've gone through, because the nook and corner has helped me out, not just in the interview, even at the work. So that's one thing I'm thankful to A-Labs though. The reason why I recommend people to join A-Labs is two things. One, anyone can do any course, okay? Like specifically data science 360. That's a course that everyone can do. And second thing, any fresher from any type of background can do the course. Take me as an example. I was from a BCom background, and I wasn't sure if I would ever do it, but I thought let me give it a try, and I gave it a try. And as an example, I did move on to an IT side, information technology side from a BCom background, and I've made it this far. So if I can do it, anyone who is applying, who's from a non-technical background or non-IT background, can also do the same way that I have did.